So I woke up today and I thought, man, it's nice outside. It was kind of chilly this morning. It's supposed to be about 70 something today, my kind of weather. So I decided I was, would like to be outdoors a little bit. So I thought I would do another project today. I went and bought some of this Minwax. And actually you can have it tinted to whatever color you want. However, they didn't really have the color that I needed. So I'm going to try to experiment with some paint myself. See if I can mix some of this, maybe with some red and navy blue. I bought these boards. It's a pack of 6 of them. We're going to actually cut them and sand them down and stuff. And I'm going to actually do some burning on them. I'm going to take a torch and burn the wood. And I plan on making one of those American flags today. So we'll see how it turns out. I've never done something like that, so we're gonna try it. So first off, I'm taking my boards here and I cut my first piece to the length that I need it. So I'm just gonna use this one as a guide to cut the rest of my pieces. And all I'm doing is just sliding it out to the edge here. I'm gonna kind of mark it there. My fingernail a little bit is where I need to cut it. I'm gonna slide it out to the edge right there like that. And then I'm gonna take my jigsaw and cut it. I'm gonna try to, I don't have anybody to hold my camera, so I'm gonna try to hold this up for a second and see if I can cut it. Hang on. So now that we have the boards cut, the next step is trying to torch it and burn the wood. And since I've never used a torch, again, Sammy's helping me out with this. After we get it torched, then I'm going to begin the staining process. Also, I forgot to mention that you have to have 13 pieces of wood. So yes, yesterday I originally bought 6 pieces. We cut them in half, and I had to go back to Lowe's to get one more piece. Starting to look good. Okay, so we cut the wood down just a little bit more because I felt like the flag was a little bit too long. I didn't like the look of it, so we cut it down just a tad bit more. So now what I'm going to do is I actually just have 2 trash bags. And I'm going to fold these out, and I'm going to put these pieces of wood on top of these trash bags because I'm going to try to do some staining. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I don't even know if this is going to work with what I'm trying to do. That's basically like a semi-transparent color wax that you can mix colors into. Like I said, they didn't have the color I needed, so I'm going to try to take some of that paint and mix it into it to see if I can stain it. If it doesn't work, then we'll have to try something different. So I've put some red paint in there, and I've put the stain in there. I'm going to mix this together. I'm going to see how this is going to work. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I don't know how it's going to do. Let me just sit this somewhere, actually. Definitely don't want it to be pink. I'll tell you that right now. Probably gonna have to put some more red. Okay, just hang tight. Let me see if I can get this mixed up to the color we need and we'll try it out. Mixed up, I'm not sure if this color is gonna do exactly what I want it to do, but we're gonna experiment and see and hope for the best. So I've got my gloves on, I've got an old sock, and I'm gonna just try to wipe down the first one and see how it does. On the wrong side. And it looks pink. This is not the color I was going for. Maybe when I wipe it off, it won't look like that. All right, Damien, why don't you go grab me a paper towel and I'll see if I can wipe this off. So I've got my pieces stained and I'm trying to dry them. The pieces on the inside right there, that doesn't necessarily matter because we're going to glue all these together. So I have this all laid out like this. After I started staining the red ones, I completely forgot that I actually have to do this blue. So I told you guys I really wasn't good at this, but we're trying. It's trial and error. We'll see. We'll learn from this one and on what we need to do on the next one. So what I've done now is I went to my Cricut machine and I cut out a bunch of stars. I haven't decided if I'm going to use the stars from here or if I'm actually going to engrave them in. Not really sure yet, but I'm going to use this as a stencil to basically do my blue. So I got the blue done, but as you can see, you can still see some of the red. So I may just let this dry and then try to paint back over it. Or I may just get Sammy to do some burning back over it to make it look a little better. I have some of this Elmer's wood glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to separate these. And then I'm going to put some glue down through here so that I can get them, you know, glued together. I'm going to use my clamp right there to help get them held together after I get them all glued. So my torch caught on fire, so I apologize about that. I didn't know how to get it put out, burnt my thumb. So basically I'm going to have to cut the end of the flag down here to even those up because they're still not even. So basically what Sammy told me was when the torch caught on fire, he said, well, that's why you don't do projects that you don't know how to do. So I guess I need to learn how to use a torch. Cut off the ends to make it all even. going through here now and literally taking off each star and placing it onto my flag. I got the stars put on. They're not exactly perfect. It was kind of hard to do, to be honest with you. Now I'm going to actually put a layer of polyurethane on it. Hopefully it looks good. I have my first layer of polyurethane on there. I'm going to let it dry, and then we come back and we sand it a little bit and do another